experts gather, conservative minds debate the future. From Jack to border walls, strategies clash like a political rally. Frustration brews in the chambers. As always, meet new challenges.
Where did he go?
Dissenting voices rise up, seeking unity, but finding divides. We stand strong, we stand tall. In this party, our spirit will not fall. The path is rocky and long. We march forward with hearts full of song.
All right.
I didn't know we were going today. I didn't even know.
Yeah, we said we were going to go Mondays and Tuesdays. That was remember I asked you last night?
No,
You said you'd be back by 9:30. That's okay. It's all good. So we are here for Rebel Republic, and as you know, it's just been a very, very difficult day. Tyler is on location down in New York City. He was monitoring the UN meetings with his multiple sources, and we'll get back to the discussion. Dave, were you surprised at President Trump getting up and, he was siding with Ukraine, and, he's going to give Ukraine weapons. And, Frank believes that Ukraine is a pawn, that we're going to drain Russia's resources by supplying Ukraine with weapons to fight off Russia. But what are your thoughts on Trump doing a 180 and flipping to Zelensky?
Well,
Tyler said it's Israel, just so you know.
Is he supposed to? Let me ask this question: Are we supposed to let Russia beat Ukraine?
I disagree. No, I think it's terrible they're trying to take their land.
I mean, the thing I like to point out is, remember when Trump said one of his campaign promises was, "I'll have this thing settled in a week."
Was it a
I want
week?
people to stop dying.
He did. He did say that. Yes.
He wants to stop the war, and now he wants to push Ukraine and supply them with weapons.
Well, I think he saw
The
Putin.
issue is Russia's not going to negotiate.
Yeah, Putin's gone against him.
That's the issue. By the way, interesting. I don't know if you saw this, but Russia claims to have a vaccine for cancer.
Yes, I did
Really?
see that.
Did you see that?
I did see
I did
that.
not
Yeah.
see that.
I don't know if I would take it, but
If you take it once and you die, then you never get cancer again. I mean,
They say how? Are you kidding or no?
it's going to be
No,
tested in trials.
like
It's
this
gonna be
is
available
100%
free
thing.
worldwide.
Tyler, $5 every time you interrupt someone. Just remember that.
It's going to be available free worldwide. But I don't know. They said it hasn't gone through the trials yet, but once it goes through the trials, it will.
So it is going to human trials.
It is going to go to human trials.
Wow.
I bet you all the liberals will take it.
Vaccine.
All you got to do is take vaccine. Take another vaccine.
Another one.
Tyler, can you please share your view?
Take
on
another
the Tylenol
vaccine,
thing?
overdose on Tylenol.
Yeah, Tyler needs to share his opinion on the Tylenol issue. He's very upset by it, and we thought you'd like to hear.
Because Tylenol. What was it again? Tylenol.
Autism. Tylenol and the 80 vaccine cause autism.
That's crazy, by the way, if that's true.
And listen to what Tyler said that people are doing.
What?
You can go ahead, Tyler.
What are people doing?
What? That
Tell Dave.
I
Dave
was
didn't
talking
hear it.
about how liberal women mostly are making a point to take excessive amounts of Tylenol and make fun of RFK
Yeah.
and post that on Instagram.
They're taking copious.
You know what they
amounts
should
of
have done? You know what the administration? They should have said that the rise in autism is attributed to dick.
semen,
And then maybe liberal
they
women
cut
would take a massive amounts of dick.
blowjobs. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
That's great.
Mike, you're a genius.
Yes.
I mean, any women I hang
semen
out
causes
with
autism.
already do that.
Oh, I know you do, Tyler. I know you do. The other thing that happened, Tyler, I wanted to get this with your sources down at the UN because people were very, very up in arms.
Hold on,
that-
we glossed over that Tyler said that the women he hangs out with are already doing that.
They do. They drink his semen all the time.
Kudos to Tyler.
Tyler has
Kudos
more
to
women.
Tyler.
Tyler has more women than you can ever imagine, and they guzzle his semen like milkshakes.
Wow.
Yeah,
you
he
go.
just
Exciting.
that's
Steve,
just how he is. He's
Steve,
great with women.
That,
I don't know what to
Steve,
tell you.
that is you saying that, not me.
Well, I'm just telling you what I've seen. I'm telling you from
The liberal
experience.
women on
Yeah,
the street.
wait,
His
give
street name is
CBU.
Vaccine.
Dave, I'll tell you this quick story. I had a party when I signed to play arena football with the New York Dragons.
Jeez, don't tell that
Tyler
story.
came up. We went to the UConn Syracuse game, stayed over that night. Tyler does not come back with us. He meets a female at Lemoyne College. He stays over at Lemoyne College, and then we think he's going to drive back to Boston. While he's at Lemoyne College, he gets a call from the San Diego Chargers saying that he has to come out immediately to be signed to their practice squad. He has this girl who we met for a night at Lemoyne College, which, mind you, is a Catholic school, separate dorms. You can't have boys in your dorm. It's crazy. Tyler made his way in. He's probably 5 times the size of anyone who goes there. And this girl takes him to Hancock International Airport in Syracuse, and he flies to San Diego, where he also says Sean Merriman was not that good after being on the practice squad with him. So that's an interesting story. But anyway, Tyler, well, he did. He after
Thanks,
two
Steve.
after 2 days, he called and said, Sean Merriman, he's really not that good. So I was like, oh, it's interesting. Okay. So the thing people were talking about, and I want to get Tyler's sources on this because he's been on the ground. He's been hustling all day, talking to people and getting the lowdown. The Colombian president, Gustavo Petro, he used his UN General Assembly speech to blast President Trump and his anti-drug policy as violent, ineffective, and rooted in domination rather than public health. He argued that Colombia has achieved record cocaine seizures and extraditions under his government, yet Trump has decertified the country, and basically a move he called unjust and politically motivated.
Is that a seizure as in they've done too much cocaine down there and they're having seizures? Or a seizure as they're taking it?
No, he basically argued that Colombia seizures of cocaine, not physical
Not
seizures.
physical seizures.
Yes.
Okay, got it. I would assume
They've
in
seized
Colombia they would have physical seizures.
Well,
of
yes, but
overdosing
no.
on cocaine.
He's saying that they've seized more cocaine.
Because if there's any law abiding and law enforcement officer would listen to, it would be someone who's in charge of Colombia
Well, they know their drugs.
for drugs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would trust.
that's the guy I would listen to right off
Well,
the
it's
bat.
pure. So now,
Yeah.
Tyler, I mean, what were your sources saying about this? Because for the Colombian president to go after Trump, I mean, that guy's got to have some brass balls.
He has brass balls. He doesn't want to die by the hand of the cartels.
Oh,
the end of the day.
Is that why?
Do you really think the president of Colombia is in charge of Colombia?
He's controlled by the cartel? I didn't know the cartel went all down to Colombia. That's all. I didn't know it was that.
Are
I
you
thought
kidding me?
Yeah, I thought they were just strictly
The
Mexican.
reason he's saying this is because Colombia's #1 cash crop is coca leaves.
Is that true? Dave, you're the IQ with 180. I know you're falling asleep, but is that accurate?
Is Colombia's #1 cash crop coca leaves? Well,
Yeah, they import or whatever.
I don't know. I'd have to
Or
find
export.
out.
I'm sorry, export. They export the
Definitely
coke.
better bananas.
Yes, because Colombia has such a large economic,
Yeah.
such a large agricultural chunk of their economy.
Oh, okay. Frank, were you surprised that the Colombian president went at Trump this hard? And could he really be controlled by the cartel?
No, I think that would be controlled by the cartel. I'm sure he's
Wow.
going to going to go hard on Trump because bottom line,
I didn't know he had that
these,
kind of reach.
these anti-drug policies that are being implemented by the United States are not good for business. They're not good for business.
Oh, not
for
for
them.
Colombian business. No, of
They're not good
course.
for
No.
they're not good for any drug.
Well,
dealer's
this
business.
is the other issue. Now they're starting to institute. I'm sorry, Dave. Dave.
No, it's not you.
Sorry, I know.
I'm watching Huddle Film while I'm on with you guys.
Oh, you're game planning. I'm sorry.
No,
So-
when I rub my head, that means I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, I'll think for you. The other thing, we're instituting safe shooting sites, which I think is really not the greatest. I know that we're trying to prevent deaths and have Narcan and safe needles and prevent HIV.
Safe shooting sites. What is this?
You didn't hear this?
No. What is this?
Yeah. Well, they
I mean,
they have them in
Steve,
Massachusetts where Tyler's from.
Where's this happening?
In your
Where
state,
is it happening?
Massachusetts. In Massachusetts.
Yes, exactly. In large liberal
Boston.
blue strongholds.
Yeah,
Where is this happening?
Were you?
So-
Were you? I'm asking. Were you aware of Meth Mile in Boston?
I am about I'm about a mile from the Methadone Mile right now.
Are you serious? You're that close
Yeah.
to it?
Yeah.
Now I heard like because
When I'm not in New York, yes, I'm about a mile and a half from the Methadone Mile. When I'm not in New York.
no, not methadone. There was allegedly a meth mile where
No, Steve. It's called the Methadone Mile.
Oh, okay. I thought it was where people could shoot crystal meth.
No, it's all people that are strung out on some type of methamphetamine, and that's where all the rehab clinics are. So it's called the Methadone Mile.
But I thought they give them like clean needles to shoot up with too.
Oh, 100%.
See, that's what I think is crazy to decriminalize something like that and just
They're not decriminalizing anything.
well, they don't
You
get
go to
charged.
You can go to CVS and buy syringes.
Yes,
they're
you can.
just-
That's true.
But they're drug addicts, so they don't do that.
No, well, they don't have money. But but now they're doing safe fentanyl shots, which I think is crazy, and they're adopting it from Sweden or Norway, one of those.
Where's the safe shooting?
It's in the state, Tyler.
Oh, wait a minute. It means I thought to shoot guns.
No, to shoot up fentanyl. You can go and shoot up
shoot up-
fentanyl,
Any kind of intravenous drug.
and they have nurses on standby
I
with
can't
Narcan.
go there with a gun and just start shooting. It's safe.
You want to go shoot people? You
Well,
want to
no,
go shoot the drug addicts?
I don't have to
I mean,
shoot. I'm not
that's
aiming.
a good way to get rid
I'm
of
not
it.
aiming at anybody. I'm just shooting. It's a safe. It's a safe.
With the
shooting
rubber
zone.
bullets.
Whatever. I don't remember carry, but it's safe.
Uh,
They listed it as safe.
Yeah, but so Tyler, you live by there and you actually witnessed this. I know you have your
I've
sources. but
driven
Can you talk
down.
about it?
I've driven on that street several times.
Oh my
yes.
God! How many people actually are there at one time? Like,
I
is
mean,
it full?
Every time I've driven there, it's been like passing through in the middle of the day, but
Oh,
the streets are lined with people that are
they're just
not
dead, right?
right.
They're on the ground, right?
it's lined with people that are not right. If you know what I mean.
So it's not open 24 hours a day though, correct?
Don't know
Right.
about the sites that you're talking about, but the street itself, the quote unquote
Yeah.
Methadone Mile, is lined with homeless people that appear to be drug addicts at all hours of the day and night.
Oh my God. See, that's what I think is absurd that people can get away with doing that. So you can just go get high all day.
It's a good look.
Basically, like put it this way, that one area of the city looks like all of San Francisco.
Oh, that's right. California does it too. I was shocked by that. I was shocked by that.
Honestly,
So
it's just that area of the city which is technically outside the limits of Boston proper. But
yes, it's technically considered that, right?
but no, it's part of the greater Boston area, and it is a full-on meth den.
That's a good policy. Someone could
I think it's horrible.
someone could message us later on, just tell us the benefits of this policy.
There's no you want to go to Meth Mile?
Oh, they're safe,
Yeah, but you can just sit and do drugs all day. You don't. There's nothing productive.
but they're safe.
Where's your quality of life?
It's under
It's
wraps.
safe?
It's safe.
I could just sit here and jerk off all day. That's safe.
It's safe. Yeah, you can do
Okay.
that too. Maybe they'll have a jerk off mile for you. I mean,
Right.
Bottom line,
Right. Well, I was at where
They
was I
feel
last night? The Lick and Suck. Where was I?
yeah.
Suck and
what
chuck.
was it? No, it was
No,
it
last
was
night I was at the
It was the Lubin
Lubin Lick.
Lick. It was the
The
Lubin
Lubin
Lick.
Lick, yeah.
That was south.
the
south
Suck and
Lubin
Chuck.
Lick.
Yeah, I was at Kelly Square one
South
night.
Eastern,
Yeah.
So my thing is, please someone message us in and say why the benefits is how
There's no benefit.
There's
We're
gotta be.
taxpayers'
There's
money
gotta
are
be.
going.
Then
to
then who came up with this idea? It's a
The-
great
the-
idea.
Well, the governor, that Healy lady,
Great.
she's nuts.
What a beautiful idea.
So I just think that's ridiculous. So also at the UN thing, Tyler, what's Trump's wife's name? Melania?
Melanie?
Yeah, that one.
Melania.
They brought up child deportation and immigration, and they think that it's really the best option for childhood development to get them out of the United States and put them in another environment. What are your thoughts on that, Tyler? I mean, have you heard anything?
There is nothing to repeat.
Excuse me?
Have you heard anything about that? The Trump wife lady, she talked at the UN about the deportation of children to other countries and saying it's what's best for their long-term development to get them out of the U.S.
I mean, it's best to keep them with their parents.
Well, they're not going with their parents. That's the
Yes,
thing.
they are, though.
Not always. They deport them to
The vast
third-party countries.
majority of the time, they're going with their parents. Furthermore, I mean,
Furthermore, what?
If they come over the border without their parents, they're going to be trafficked within the United States.
That's true. I didn't
So,
think about that. You're right.
Just
They would be
from,
trafficked.
just from a political point of view, you want to keep child trafficking out of the United States. So I don't want to turn a child away and say, oh, we're not going to grant you asylum.
No, there's too many kids anyway. I think we should go to China's rule and have 2 kids per person.
Steve, it's a bit of a catch-22 here.
Speaking of China, do you know?
Hey, okay, so,
Tyler, $5.
but like, you're looking at like, is she saying there's a better quality of life not coming to the United States because it's less likely they'll be trafficked, or because they have a better chance of being reunited with their parents? I don't know, but
No, she said basically she's urging leaders to see childhood immigration not as trivial, but as a rehearsal for innovation later in life. That's her biggest thing. She thinks it's necessary for innovation later in life, and it's better for their long-term development and survival to get them away from here. And
honestly,
I agree with you because you're
It's-
absolutely right about
Steve,
trafficking.
she's also, well, yeah, there's a trafficking issue. She's also saying that you
lost your
don't
train
put
of thought.
she's basically saying, in my mind, don't put it on the
Is
United
Israel
States.
did it?
Don't put
Okay.
it on the United States to take care of your
Yeah, I agree.
orphan population.
I agree. Dave,
know
are you
that
frozen,
China, they
Yeah,
say that
go ahead.
China's real population is not what they say it is because of the one-child policy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They say that it's really like 450 million or something.
is that higher or lower than?
That's like what the United States is.
So again, is that higher than
They've
lower
never
than?
been.
lower.
They've been never.
Oh, it's lower.
They say there's supposed to be over 1 billion.
Oh,
1.2
well,
billion,
so it's
1.3 billion.
worked. Good for them. I think in the United States, you should have to register to have kids. because so many people have kids and they can't support them. So I think you should have to go to court,
Yeah.
register, bring your tax returns and get approval to have a baby.
You would have to register.
I'm not having a kid.
There's no, you can't support kids.
That's why I said I'm not
What,
registered.
what do you mean that? I don't get those. So they can't support them. Like, don't you think?
I think in the United States we have an abundance of kids that are born of families that can't take care of them, or women who can't take care of them. I think you should have to get a license to have a child.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
Well, the
More people
affordability.
are on welfare.
We're
than
not
can't afford.
reproducing at a rapid enough rate to sustain the
Not
population.
not us, but other people are. Other different races do.
Sorry, Louise, I'd bang it tonight, but I don't have the $500 for the permit.
I'm serious though. Like if you don't get a permit, I mean, that's why our taxes are high, because there's a lot of welfare and kids.
What do you do with the kids?
Well, they're grandfathered in. There's nothing you can do about the kids we have now. I'm saying for the future, you got to get licensed.
Hello, this is ICE.
I mean,
Come out of your house. You have had a child illegally. You had no permit.
What do you do with the child they had that they just had illegally?
Steve,
If you had a child illegally,
Steve,
we'll cross
I
that
tend to
bridge when we
agree
come
with
to it.
you, but there's just no way to implement it.
Logistically, there is. There's so many families that want to adopt kids. If you have a kid illegally, they get adopted.
That's the one thing that bothers me is the adoption process, the paperwork, the
Oh,
money,
it's so
the
expensive.
cost, the time.
Yeah.
People that are
They
buying,
make it like getting a mortgage.
right. I mean, realistically, it's easier to get a mortgage than to actually help out a child in need.
Yeah, no, that's why. Dave, you disagree with me wholeheartedly, huh?
Yeah, I do.
So
But
you just
not
think
the first time.
anyone could have 6 kids even if you can't support them, like Octomom. Octomom couldn't support her 8 kids. We did.
Who couldn't? What?
Octomom.
I don't know who that is.
You don't remember
That is the
Octomom?
lady that had 8 kids.
She had 8 kids.
She had
She
8
did
twins.
IV treatment,
Got
the in
it.
vitro, and she ended up with 8 embryos. They all took. She wanted to keep them all. She had 8 kids, and we all paid for them. She didn't
I would
work.
have loved to have had 8 kids.
You would have wanted it. You would have had your own team. I mean, but geez, I mean, I just
I'm Mayor
So some of them
Mamdani's.
the percentages that some of them weren't going to be good athletes. That's just the percentages.
that's true.
I'm Mayor Mamdani's counselor. I'm here to counsel you to not have any more children because you don't have your permit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, that's true.
Well,
That's
Mom
true.
Donnie's going to allow it because he wants.
Well, there's going to be
more,
free grocery
It's not for
stores.
socialists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
no.
we're putting a new breed of socialism.
Yes, exactly.
The rabbits, rabbit socialism.
So I wanted to ask you this: in Connecticut,
Who are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm going to ask everyone. On one of my other shows today,
When are you ready?
Connecticut, they are doing.
People that you
They're
have-
having a lieutenant. You get a certificate. It's a 4-hour course, and it's on de-escalation tactics.
Who's taking this course?
Anyone can take it.
Anyone.
I mean,
I could take a 4-hour
police have
de-escalation course.
police have to take it.
Yeah,
but they're encouraging regular citizens to take it
right.
as well.
Of course.
Because we escalate things very. Emotions
Of
get
course we
high,
do.
and the liberals get
This is
mad, and then
great-
Israel comes in.
This
and
is
Mossad,
an amazing expenditure of taxpayer money.
They're seriously doing it. Yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
de-escalation.
Makes
They're
sense.
spending money on it. Where
Bro.
every weekend, every Saturday for 4 hours, people can take this de-escalation course. And
De-escalation.
well, it's like restorative justice.
On the phone, lady, calm down. I know you're trying to collect money for past due gas and electric bills, but I'm trying to de-escalate the situation here.
But Tyler, I'm dead serious. There's a couple lieutenants who are doing it, and they're promoting it pretty heavily.
Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Listen, I was shocked when I heard it myself.
This is garbage.
For
This is
4 hours,
garbage.
you get a certificate, and you're certified in
This
de-escalation.
is garbage. What they need to do is they need to certify these officers in using their tasers fast.
I mean,
I've seen so
great
many-
there's no
de-escalation
just-
tactics.
yes,
I've seen so many viral videos
I
where they're
have
like,
seen-
"Sir, put the knife down. Sir, put the knife
I
down.
have
Sir,
seen,
put the
yeah.
knife down." So, all right, you
I
know what?
mean-
After 3 times, I'm going to tase your ass.
I have a
Uh,
great de-escalation tactic. I front kick someone in the chest or chin, then I
That's your
grab their neck and
de-escalation?
choke them unconscious.
Right.
But then you go to jail, Tyler. You're Roger Jackson. I mean, we don't want you to go to
Self-defense.
jail.
Self-defense.
I mean, you're down on the floor in the UN right now. We can't lose you. I mean, you have to keep your calmness about it. Even if the Colombian president, complains about cocaine seizures in his country, and we're not doing enough. He just thinks Trump is not doing enough with our drugs. Even though we have safe shooting
So he
zones.
thinks that we're not doing enough to curb the drug.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Who, Colombia? No, he
yes.
said that. No, he said that the way that the U.S. is going about it
Yes.
is incorrect.
Yes, that we're pretty much promoting it. He completely agrees with our philosophy on the war on drugs, where he's in Colombia, they're having more cocaine seizures, they're having more success curbing the obviously drug usage in their country.
I don't even
No.
think that the president of Colombia is not the
Dude,
highlight of this UN
Steve.
convention.
Well, no, I think the Trump lady is, but go ahead.
Steve,
Or Zelensky.
what you're saying, like, here's the thing. What the Colombian president's saying is absolute
I can't
nonsense.
believe the cartel is really
It's
behind
absolute
it.
nonsense. He is
That's what
just
scares
mad.
me.
He's just mad that the United States is taking a more active, hardline approach to dealing with his country's #1 export.
You really think like the cartel stretches down to Colombia?
Yes.
Wow. I
Steve.
just thought they were in Mexico. I didn't know they went up and down that far.
Steve,
Yeah, I know.
you don't
Educate
think
me,
the
please.
Colombians have their own cartel or version of it?
No, I just thought they were nice
their
people.
#1 cash crop is an illicit substance that is widely used by Americans and Mexicans. Of course, they have their own network to the cartel.
Well, okay.
Haven't you watched?
Cocaine Cowboys or whatever it is.
Yeah, but there was a great
El Chapo.
Narcos.
Narcos.
Well,
Narcos. It was great.
Trump basically decertified this president of Colombia. He said that he decertified. That's why he's pissed. I was decertified. Trump had no right to do this. A human right or divine right or any sensible reason. That's why he's pissed. The Colombian president Gustavo Petro. How could Trump decertify a president? What does that even mean?
It just says you.
So if I say I decertify you as the owner of Tony's,
It says you're
it's
nothing.
mine. It's mine.
You're nothing to me.
So I can do that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I
You're
decertify you.
Absolutely.
Dave,
You're,
I mean,
you're dead to me.
is that powerful? Like for him to decertify the president of Colombia? Tyler, why is your camera off? Oh, you got a call. Dave, is that powerful? Like for him to decertify the president of Colombia? I know you're watching Huddle. Okay.
I have no idea if that's
Great.
powerful.
Frank-
I know very little about this
Steve,
whole.
What does it
Colombian
mean that they
situation.
decertified him?
That's what I asked Frank. I had no idea what it means either, but
Why
it
do we
apparently
care?
offended the guy.
His
Why
credit
do we
score got
care?
lowered.
He was
can't.
he
He
was
can't get
pissed.
He can't spend any more money on his card. His credit score just was decertified.
He was really upset about it.
And
And
the reason we care is
what's that?
why do we care?
Why?
Right.
Why do we care? I guess
Yeah.
we don't. I was just surprised that he angrily yelled at Trump. about it.
You're missing the point on the whole United Nations.
Yes, this is
meeting.
what I want you to talk about. Go ahead.
The point is this: Donald Trump basically came out and told all of Europe that they suck.
Yeah, he told him to go fuck himself.
They,
I know he did.
They suck.
Yeah.
All Europe sucks. You
And
guys
they're,
have
and they're
been
weak and they're pussies. Yes. I know.
you've let immigration ruin all your countries.
Yes.
You have you are hypocritical. You have said that you despise Russia. You're going against all their policies. You're funding weapons to Ukraine, but you're buying gas and
Gas and electric. Yes.
You're buying everything from Russia. You say that you're going to back the United States and funding more money to where it's got to go to for defense. All that
And
you're
they
not
don't
doing
do
it.
Yes.
Right? Even the escalator didn't work.
No.
They had Trump on the escalator at the United Nations, and it got shut down. And when he was standing there, he didn't even get a chance to come down. And he made a joke about that too. The guy is not my favorite public speaker.
Trump?
No.
Oh, I love it. He speaks like a pro wrestler.
No.
He's my
Well,
favorite. He's
that's
cutting
basically,
promos.
that's
Tyler, doesn't he cut promos when he talks?
Yeah.
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 So he's not my favorite speaker. But the thing is that he's entertaining.
Oh yes.
He's entertaining because he has what we call
There's no filter.
he has FU money. It doesn't matter. He doesn't
And
need
FU money. Yes.
he doesn't need to be
Well,
a
so do
politician.
you.
No. He doesn't need to be a politician and come in
No.
poor and
No.
come out with 50 million
Like Pelosi.
on a $174,000 salary.
Yeah, Pelosi.
He has FU money. He gets up there. He says what he wants to say.
Yeah. What are you going to
He
do
said
about
that.
it?
He says, "I'm the president of the United States of
The
America,
greatest
leader
country in
of
the
the free
world.
union."
Yeah.
He
What
said it,
are you
man.
going to do?
And he goes, "Bottom line, all you countries have done. You're killing yourselves with these environmental policies. You're out there trying to stop the use of carbon fuels.
So-
Carbon is needed. All that stuff is needed. We have to have that. How are the windmills going? That's what he keeps saying. How is all
Yeah,
that
he
electric
hates,
that
he
you get?
hates the windmills.
So bottom line, he went up there and it was a 1 hour diatribe of saying
Oh, it was
how
great.
bad Europe is and how good he has done at ending wars, how good he has done at changing the economy.
In 8
around.
months. 8 months.
I love the strategy that Donald Trump has and his whole administration has. Is anytime they're asked a question, Joe Biden gets thrown in there.
Oh, he's
His-
got to
his
be.
administration
Throw him
gets
right
thrown
under
in
the
there, right
bus.
under the- anytime-
Absolutely.
How's how's the wheat crop? Well, under that Biden
Yeah,
administration,
he was eating
the
ice cream.
worst president ever.
Yeah.
I love it. It's entertaining.
Well, he's ranked in the top
It's
5
smart.
worst
It's
presidents
entertaining, and most of the time it's truthful.
ever. And it distracts.
And the
yeah.
truth hurts these people. The
It
truth
does.
hurts these
I
people,
mean,
and
the
they
truth
realize
is-
how ineffective.
The truth hurts us all. I
Yeah,
agree.
You're going to see Europe buy more energy from the United States now.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see Europe buy more energy from the United States. It's good.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
Well, he's
It's-
pissing
it's part-
people off.
But it doesn't matter. It's
Oh,
part of the
okay.
agreement. The part of the agreement is they're going to buy more from us. We're going to fund more weapons to Ukraine. We're going to fund more to the United Nations because we're going to help this cause of getting Ukraine to be able to get their land back
Yes.
or end the war in some other
bleed
way.
Russia. Bleed.
Right, that's right. So there's all the backdoor games that are being played, but you
Yes.
know what? He comes out in the
It's like
front
Homeland.
and he points at everyone and tells you.
Love it. Oh, I get it.
Sometimes-
I agree. And to your point, absolutely, he said this. His powerful speech, he delivered a powerful rejection of destructive globalism, urging sovereign nations to defend their borders and unite against terrorism, mass migration,
Right.
biological warfare, and threats to our cultural identity.
That's right.
He
Yeah.
emphasized the strength of America, his record on ending wars, and his vision of strong borders, national sovereignty. He also criticized the UN for inaction and what he described as enabling of harmful globalist agendas.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
He told them to just take that block of cheese and just shove it up their ass. No lube.
Take
Yeah.
this job and shove it.
I mean, he really did. Like he was on fire. Tyler, I mean, what are your sources telling you? I mean, you got the glasses on. Were your sources telling you like people were surprised he came out guns blazing, or were they, kind of shocked that he came out as hot as he did?
I mean,
From
I
who you
would
talk
say no one is shocked that
No,
Trump
yeah.
came and just
Blasted everyone.
dropped a bomb in the middle of
He
this
did.
entire conference. It's always been Trump's style, so I wouldn't say anyone's really surprised by it. Would I say they're alarmed by it? yes, I would, because
Yeah.
he's kind of establishing
He does
where
what he
he's going to
says.
be going policy wise for the remainder of his administration, what his goals are, and
And
how
he's going to get 4 more years,
he's
too, I bet.
fitting in to the international community.
Now, Dave, you and Frank both talked about this, so this is what I wanted to ask you. Trump also, he reignited his feud with London Mayor Sadiq Khan, accusing him at the UN General Assembly of pushing the city toward Sharia law, which you often talk about.
Right.
He says that he looks at London. He goes, I look at London where you have a terrible mayor, a terrible, terrible, terrible mayor. He said terrible 4 times, and it's been changed. It's been so changed, Trump said. Now they want to go to Sharia law.
Yeah.
But you are in a different country. You just can't do that. So can you explain to, well, me and our viewers what it would mean if they went to this quote unquote Sharia law?
It means that it's strict Muslim code.
Yeah.
So it's based off religion.
Yeah. Like Steve, and I'll get into a little more detail tonight.
Well, yeah, your sources know Sharia law. So.
I want to illustrate what President Trump was saying. Every major city in the UK has a Muslim mayor now.
Even Manchester?
Yes.
Oh my God.
100%. And
who elects them?
The amount of mosques has something like quadrupled, or it's
in UK?
Yes, 100%. All the major cities in the UK now have a Muslim mayor. Their culture is being subverted by government policy and globalist policy.
So, Dave, if they were to institute this Sharia law, would they have to have like a meeting and like pass certain laws that have to get voted on? Because England don't they have that parliament thing? So, people have to vote.
They have a parliament thing.
Dave, you're muted. You dead, Dave?
Is Dave asleep?
I'm muted.
Yeah, you were muted. So I'm just curious, like, if they were to pass some Sharia laws, I mean, Parliament has to vote on it, right? The mayor just can't say, I want Sharia law.
Yeah, I don't know how he could do that, but maybe they have some sort of.
Well, the point, not to cut you off, Dave, but
of course
the majority of the governments now are being infiltrated by people of Muslim descent and are favorable towards the agenda that lies
Sharia
within
law.
that these laws are going to pass. These resolutions will pass, and the law of the land become much more Islamic friendly.
Dave, is this something that could happen, if everything worked out? Is it something that could happen within the next couple years? Is it 5 years away, 10 years away? Like, in your estimate, what would you say?
As far as what? Sharia law?
Yeah.
I hope it never comes to fruition.
Well, I know, obviously, I do too. I'm saying if it were, it obviously has to be a process. It's not going to happen overnight. Is it something that would take several years to manifest?
I don't know if it takes any time at all. You take over an area, you declare Sharia law.
So you're saying I declare Sharia law right
in
now.
New York City. In New York City, there are parts of New York City right now that have Sharia. I don't know what they call them, but they're basically enforcers of Sharia law within the neighborhood.
Stop interrupting, Tyler.
And they drive around in police cars. They're not police cars, but they look like police cars.
Frank, I mean, is it something that can be?
New York has some places.
It would have to be right now. The law of the land is the Queen's law, is the English law.
There's a
So
queen
the-
right now? I thought she died.
She did. It's just
Okay.
that's just terminology.
Oh, okay.
So bottom line, things would have to be changed. There would have to be votes. Parliament would have to have a say in this.
There are a lot of Muslims in
But
Parliament.
what's happening is right now in these communities that are basically Arab dominant, okay, in these European countries,
Right.
basically they're running their own courts. They're
Oh,
running their own courts.
They're
of
judge,
justice for
jury, and
the-
executioner.
in a way, they are. They want because they believe more in their laws than in the laws of the land.
Right.
And
Because it's
so-
religious. So
Right. And so
Right.
what that is eventually, what that is anarchy.
Anarchy.
It's anarchy. If you're not following the law of the land and you want to do what you want to do
That-
and not abide by the rules, then you're the state is an anarchy.
Wow.
So
That's scary.
that's what the eventual goal.
And you said Germany's like this too.
Germany is probably is just as worse off as everyone else, I think, but they're more economically depressed right now because they spend such an inordinate amount of money. 50% of their budget of money allocated to take care of the citizens of Germany, 50% goes to the illegals.
50%.
Half of it goes to the money that's
Oh my
allocated
God.
for
Right,
medical,
yeah.
for pension, for half of that
Goes to
right
the
now
illegals.
to the illegal aliens. So bottom line, Germany is on the verge. Now, granted, they can print more money, or
Do they have
can
ice in
have-
Germany?
Or, I'm sorry.
Does Germany have ice?
No,
Oh.
no. Although they do have an increased presence of trying to crack down on violators of
Yeah.
their crimes, of their laws. But England, on the other hand, England arrests their own citizens for posting stuff online that
Yeah, they
that the
do.
government doesn't like.
Yeah,
You talk
Twitter,
about
yeah.
fascists and censorship. England is leading that charge right now.
Wow. The other thing I wanted to mention, Tyler, the French president, Emmanuel Macron's call for global unity. Macron, yes, at the United Nations drew a sharp rebuke from Senator Ted Cruz, who accused him of hypocrisy in backing unilateral recognition of Palestinian state despite Hamas's October 7th attack. Macron posted his call for unity.
Macron, not macaroon.
Well, I like Macron.
Macaron.
Well, I like Macron.
Macron.
So he said on Twitter
Macron.
or X, we were 51 in San Francisco. Today, we are 193 member states in this United Nations General Assembly, and yet we are divided. The fracturing of our world is holding back our collective ability to resolve major conflicts and meet common challenges. Macron added, now more than ever, we must restore the spirit of cooperation that prevailed 80 years ago. Cruz fired back in his own post. Unity, this from the same leader who just proclaimed, because France is tragically dripping in anti-Semitism, that the UN should reward Hamas for October 7th by unilaterally declaring a Palestinian state, Cruz said. Wow, that was a heated exchange. Ted Cruz said, blow me, to macaroon, and he ate some macaroons after. What were your thoughts, Tyler? What were your sources saying about? Oh, that's nice. You're spitting up. What were your sources saying about this? Ted Cruz going after macaroon here.
Well, I mean, as far as Ted Cruz's thought, I mean, his position, he's taking a very, at the end of the day, it's a very pro-Israel position.
Which
It's not
you
a very
love.
popular position right now.
No, you love
And
Israel.
as far as Macron goes, you really want Macron's a weak leader.
Yeah,
he's
he
married
is.
to a, he's
He looks
married
like
to
he
a
has
trans.
a
He's
small
married.
penis too.
Yeah, of course. Like my point is,
Most of the friends do.
of course, Macron is going to follow the leftist globalist agenda because what would you expect from a guy that's married to a transgender?
Well, wait a second. He's not really married to a transgender.
Yes, he is married to a transgender. He is.
Is that true, Frank?
Macron is married
Coming-
to a
coming
transgender
from
woman.
Israel.
Dave,
That information
Dave,
comes from
please
Israel.
tell me macaroon isn't married to a transgender.
Uh,
We have the
it looks
president
like
of
he is
France.
to me.
Oh, good God.
But
Well, have they had the
think-
surgery or
they-
not? That's the thing I
they
need
just
to
They
know.
came
think
out with
that
something.
is.
They just came out with something that he said he would take a what do you call it, test.
Lie detector. He'll
Well,
take a lie detector.
Take one for the team.
I wonder if they do rusty trombones. That would be interesting.
I guarantee you, he's been rusty tromboned by his husband.
Yeah, that's really scary. Dave, I mean, what are your thoughts on this? There's anti-Semitism here, backing Palestine. I mean, that's crazy. And Ted Cruz at least fired back and was not allowing Macaroon and his small penis transgender person to get away with this.
Well, I look at it like this: most of the world has always been, especially Europe. It's not much to get them to go back to being anti-Semitic. There was a reason.
Well, that's true.
why there was World
I was
War
just
II.
shocked by this. Yeah.
The issue, the bigger issue is, to me, okay, like whether they're anti-Semitic or not that's maybe part of the issue, but the big issue is this:
I know.
how
I
can
know.
you support a terrorist-run state?
That's what I don't get. How
That's
can you
the
support
issue.
Palestine?
Like, take how you feel.
Yeah.
Israel is a democracy.
Yes, and our allies.
Area, the Palestine, or whatever they're calling it, Hamas. Palestine is a terrorist run.
They're radical terrorists. Yeah.
So acknowledging that Palestine is a state is not
That's not the
creating
answer.
any kind of two-state solution. It's pure nonsense, because the only thing that's actually happening is that they're recognizing a terrorist state as a viable government and
Yeah. You're
and
giving them power.
way of governing, which
I
is
think
not
Yeah,
shocking.
no,
Dave,
Not
I think
shocking
they're.
coming
Dave,
from
I'll
England.
think it's
I mean, from France, who
Tyler,
when the Nazis came into France, the
Yeah.
French just
they said, "Here,
hands
go
up
ahead."
and said, "Take the country."
Yeah, please.
So-
It's all yours. No
I
problem.
think what you're seeing is this. I think you're seeing all these European countries recognize Palestine
What?
because they have a fear of internal civil wars with the amount of Arabs that have infiltrated the
I
countries
agree
over
with
the last
that
20
too. I
years.
agree with that too.
Right. I
agree.
think they're
Yeah.
trying to
Good point.
appease the Arab population in each one of their European countries
That's
to
what
not
they have to do.
to not cause chaos internally because of their uproar if Palestine is not recognized and we don't all
Europe
praise
is
Hamas.
screwed.
And it
Europe
keeps them
is
in power.
screwed
The president in power
because-
by doing that.
because when all the refugees started running through Europe, okay, from a lot of the Islam nations through Germany let everybody in. France let everybody in. England let everybody in.
Yeah. I was paying for it.
Italy let a lot of
Is?
Italy. Yes, Italy.
yeah.
Did you see Italy?
Yeah.
They're protesting Israel in the streets there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Against Israel?
Yeah, they want Palestine.
Yeah.
They want to support
100%.
Palestine.
100%. Yeah.
Why are
So
they
think-
all?
think-
But a lot of those are Antifa. A lot of those
Yeah,
are
there is a big
socialists.
No, they're not,
They're
Frank.
the instigators,
They're
Frank.
citizens.
They're
They're
the
not happy.
instigators.
Frank, there's definitely citizens. It's not Antifa.
I know, Tyler, you
The
don't
pop-
like Israel. I know.
I wouldn't say it's
The
not citizens, sure.
population is not. No, this is not me speaking out against Israel or their
Or Mossad.
policies.
Okay.
This is me saying the population of the countries of Europe are fed up with having to cater to a disproportionate amount of refugees that are coming in and pushing their culture on their population, which is causing major internal upheaval among the population.
Yeah, but
The
wouldn't
native
that make them hate
population versus
Palestine?
the influx of Islamic refugees
Well, that
is
is a
the base cause
But that would
of all
be
this
the
rest
opposite
in
end.
Yeah,
Europe.
that's what I'm saying.
Strange
Wouldn't that make them hate
conundrum.
Palestine?
The strange conundrum of Europe is there's a large part, like in Ireland, for example, they're trying, they want to get what's his name to be elected.
He had to drop out of the race.
Oh, he did.
Conor McGregor, yes.
They forced him out.
But they wanted someone like that to be to give them a chance at some nationalism to fight back against some of the overrun of the refugee. The problem is this: Europe is very liberal, okay, and because of that, they have very little, very little, like country nationalism now. So
No, it's disappeared.
what's that?
It's disappeared. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's disappeared, and so the groups that are maybe upset about the refugees coming in. There's not enough of them, and
I don't think they're refugees, though. I wouldn't consider them refugees.
the
They're
refugees
illegals.
or whatever, like whoever
Yeah.
moved in there, the immigration, whatever you call it.
I just think they're illegal.
Steve, they are refugees.
I thought they
They
were
are?
originally. I thought originally it was.
I thought a refugee is escaping like political asylum.
I think no. Well,
or the
war,
refugees
war.
are
Oh.
immigrants that are escaping war. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My fault.
Like I wonder if see, I think part of the issue is overall I don't know. The bottom line is if you're on the left, you most of the people on the left are now against Israel, okay, or at least minimum neutral on
How
it.
could anyone be for Palestine, though? Everything they stand
I
for is
think
negative.
It's more the empathy
We don't
for
have
the
empathy.
people that are supposedly getting killed.
Yeah.
Well, they bring it on themselves. I mean,
It's for that.
No.
So but the
No,
bottom line
Steve,
is you have
Steve.
to. If you don't know anything, and you just
Yeah.
pull up and people are posting Israel bombing stuff, and you don't know anything, the people just think that they're randomly taking out. They're taking out strategic targets. Now, you could argue whether you think they should be doing that or not, but they are telling the people in these buildings, hey, we're going to strike. There is no other army in the world that does that. None. We don't tell people when we're going to strike.
Well, no, that defeats the purpose because
Israel does it to listen. A lot of people still don't leave, and then there's bad information in Palestine. The information they get for the Palestinians, the information they get is from Hamas, which is also bad information.
Yeah.
They don't trust any Israelis. Okay, any
That's
of their
ridiculous.
information. It's only going to be a mess.
And I know, Tyler, you're against Israel, but what are your thoughts? I mean,
I didn't say I was necessarily against Israel,
but
but
Palestine,
do-
they're bad.
Steve
Yeah.
and Frank, everyone here. So the problem is that the Israelis are they're I don't know if they're telling people when they're gonna bomb that whole narrative. I don't know the
No.
validity of it. With that being said, the problem is that the narrative about Palestine is intertwined with Hamas. Much of the
Oh, you're
Palestinian
saying they're
leadership,
different?
much of the Palestinian leadership is infiltrated by Hamas. So there's
Huh.
not real separation between Hamas
in
and the
Palestine.
population of Palestine and the West Bank that are just
Oh, I see what you're saying.
getting caught in the crossfire, as well as basically being cannon fodder for the Palestinian side.
So
for
you're
the
saying Hamas is the
side.
real enemy? Hamas is the enemy, not Palestine. That's
Of course, the
Okay.
people of Palestine are
They're
not
good
the
people.
enemy,
Yeah, they're not
but
the enemy.
they can't
They're
really
very understanding
separate. They can't really separate the Palestinian population because they are overwhelmingly controlled by Hamas.
Oh, wow! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Palestine should be smarter than that and not let Hamas in, but
They
guess
don't
they
really
just-
have a choice.
they don't have
The
a
people,
choice.
the
Palestine.
people in power
Take
are
them over.
intertwined
It's the
with
same thing
Hamas.
over and over again in
Yeah.
Palestine.
Yeah,
I mean, whether it's Yasser Arafat or
right. The PLO, I used to like them.
or
Yeah.
it's Hamas or it's Hezbollah or it's
Hezbollah had a good run, but yeah, I
Hezbollah.
know
I mean, these groups
they just yeah.
in countries, well, in Palestine in particular.
Was Bin Laden
The
Palestinian?
guy who's willing to kill the most people
Oh,
within the country, the leaders who are willing to kill the most people within Palestine, meaning the Palestinian leaders that are willing to take by force the country to take over leadership, are the issue over and over and over again. It's a country where the person who goes in and takes the country by force, military, it's not a democracy. It's
with
never,
violence.
they take it by force. They get in control. The people, the people who are regular people who are in Palestinians have zero power, and either they're A, powerless to fight against it, or B, not willing to. Okay. So there's either one of those, and there's a C where there has to be a good amount of people that actually support it. For it to
Well, but
happen.
is Tyler correct
If
though
me
that
or
there's
you try to
confusion?
go into Palestine, if me and you and
Oh, I want to go to Lebanon.
if we went into Palestine and started killing people and taking people out
we could do
and
that.
gain power, we would get taken out because we wouldn't have enough support.
Oh,
So they have to have a certain
Yeah.
level of support to be able to do the things they have to do to take over a country. It doesn't just happen. Like, I mean, Hitler didn't just walk in
no,
and say,
well,
I'm in the, he got voted in.
Well, he wrote Mein Kampf. I mean, that was a big deal.
He got voted into
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
once
he
these
blamed
people-
World War I on everyone else. That was smart.
once you get voted into power,
Benjamin Franklin. Yeah.
if you're nefarious, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Kill whoever your opposition is. That's what they do with Hamas. They kill whoever their opposition is. If there is,
They just kill whoever they want.
People are missing the point. The point is this: if the Arabs lay down their weapons right now,
Yeah.
then everything is over. The war is over. The
Are
hostages
you
have
talking
been
about
freed.
Hamas and
If
Palestine?
the Arabs, Hamas,
So the
even
Lebanese
in Arabs,
too,
if the
okay.
Arabs laid down their weapons,
Well, they just
the
should.
war
then.
would end. If the Jews laid down their weapons, the Arabs would kill every Jew alive.
that's correct. 100%
That's it.
correct.
That's fair.
That's
That's-
it.
Is that really
There's-
true?
That's it. That's been said
There's a
before.
sign,
It's
in,
been said
there's a
again.
sign
That's-
as you're
that's
leaving
crazy.
Israel. If you're leaving if you're leaving Israel, there's a sign. Go this. If you go that way, you will be killed. That's the sign. Meaning,
Wow.
you continue going that
So
way. That
that's-
way is towards
We're
Palestine.
ignoring this whole thing.
Be killed.
I understand there are children involved. It would be when I see these videos that are out,
It's
whether
terrible.
they're real, fake, or it's heart, it's wrenching, it's gut wrenching, it's
You have
heartless.
empathy?
Empathy. I don't have empathy for much. But when
Yeah,
I
you
see
don't.
kids, that are missing their parents, missing their arms and legs,
Yeah,
and they
no,
can't
I
eat.
saw that.
They don't have any food sometimes in
Yeah.
certain situations. I'm not
Yeah.
saying all of it, but it's just
No,
so when
I've
I
seen
see
that on
that,
the news.
it's awful. It's
Yeah.
it's to the point where I lose the feeling of humanity. Right? I understand where people are coming from, but bottom line, okay. And I know Israel controlled the Gaza Strip.
Well, that's
Israel
what they've been
controlled the
fighting
sector.
over for years.
But if they didn't,
decades, hundreds of years.
if they didn't do that, then those terrorists in the Gaza Strip would have acted a lot sooner. This stuff would have came earlier on. It would happen. But bottom line, on October 7th,
yeah,
Hamas entered southern Israel in 3 different ways, attempts, whether it was land, sea, or by air, right? And they killed 1,100 Israelis.
right.
They took 250 hostages,
Hostage.
and they went back into Gaza. Okay, so
And they
my
killed
thing is,
children and
Right.
and
They
into
burn
their
them in
homes.
ovens.
So why don't we just
They
bomb?
burn 'em in
Why don't
ovens.
we just bomb Hamas?
Hamas doesn't have like a
Area, I know.
headquarters.
They have tents,
Okay,
I know.
so there's no tents. What they're doing is they're doing what every terrorist has done the last 3 or 4 years.
They
They are
blend.
assimilating
They
with
blend.
their
Yeah.
own people. They use
Yeah.
their own people as shields. The same people that voted them in, now they're allowing them to die. The same people that voted them in, now they're allowing them to starve to death.
Jesus.
Okay, the same people that voted them in, those are the
They don't
ones that are
care.
betraying. They are
Yeah.
betraying these people.
Well, they
Okay,
don't sound like good people.
2 million people in Gaza, and they had to move. They imagine picking up 2 million people in Gaza and having to move everywhere because you're getting bombed out by the Israelis. Of course, the Arabs are the ones that are living there in Gaza are pissed at the Jews because the Jews are the ones that are bombing them every day.
But I think they
But-
should be bombed.
But here's the thing: payback's a bitch.
Well, yeah, you got.
If you want to mess, you want to kill my population,
Yeah.
that's fine. You did it. We're coming back with a vengeance. And I know that the Israelis
What
probably
would
got
we
together.
do?
just drop it.
Right.
What
What you know what we would do? We would do just what we did in Iraq and in Afghanistan.
just
We'd
drop-
spend billions of dollars and get nothing accomplished. And have guys
Well, no,
come
they
back
were-
with
they-
blown arms off and blown
They
legs
were
off.
looking for the nuclear weapon.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have so many divested interests in this country that we have to kiss ass to. That when we want to go to war, we got to worry about the weapon makers. We got to worry about the chemical factory makers. We got to worry about the
Malania's
espionage guys. We
yeah.
got to worry about the factories. And everybody's got their hand in the cookie jar
Yeah.
instead of going out and doing the job.
Well, I
But-
just drop an A bomb on.
But you can't
That'll
do
end
that.
it,
Steve, you can't do that.
Why?
Okay, I know that's shock.
Why
I know
can't-
it's shock theory by you right now.
Why
You're trying to-
cannot you?
You can't do that.
You
okay?
can.
No, you can't. Because
What would
as
happen?
David said, they're
What would
trying to get people out of the buildings before they blow the building up. They're trying to be
How do you just
humanitarian in a
blow
way.
them all up?
That doesn't
Wouldn't
work.
that solve the problem if
No,
they didn't exist?
No, it wouldn't, because there's more Arabs around the world, and then you do have an intifada. Okay, so what I'm saying is, right now, people should be pissed, but they shouldn't be pissed at anyone else but the Hamas leadership
So
and the Hamas terrorists.
how do you control it then?
You don't control it.
How do you deal with it?
Israel decided to eliminate it. They will eliminate this cancer
But it's
that
gonna
is
take
there in
time.
that part of the world.
It's gonna take
Afterwards, they'll build Gaza back up. They'll take all
But
that money there.
how
and
long
talk
do you think it'll take before they?
I don't know, because they have to go door to door now.
It's
They don't
really
they don't-
literally.
They don't
going
want to find
forward.
95% of terrorists. They want 100% of the terrorists.
That's again the
And,
A bomb.
and again, they don't want a few of the leaders in Qatar,
or
they want all the leaders in Qatar dead. They know one thing: if they go to sleep,
let's just release.
if they go to sleep, they'll be dead.
yeah,
So they never go to sleep. The Israelis are always awake.
yeah. I mean, I would unleash like a biological weapon, do something like that, or
You're just being you're just trying to be funny right now.
No, I'm
Right,
serious.
right.
If they're that big of an issue, just bomb them. Just blow them out of the wall. I mean,
There's
kill them all.
You don't know.
I don't care about the
Kill
women and
who?
children. I don't care.
You don't care about that.
Steve,
You don't care.
Steve,
I don't care.
if
they're that
Israel
big of a
just
problem,
bombs
You're full
out,
of shit.
if Hamas
Steve,
is that
the
big of a
thing
problem,
is-
drop that.
They're not
oh
all
my
Hamas, though.
God,
They're not
Steve,
all Hamas.
the thing is,
They're-
if
they're all the same.
No, they're not.
As long as it's not the Lebanese, I'm okay. What, Tyler? I know you're shaking your head at me. Go ahead.
You're just saying
Okay.
things for shock
they-
value.
what I was gonna say
I'm
is,
dead
You're
serious.
not going to
Israel-
get more clicks
Israel
saying that.
can't just nuke Palestine because
I'm
it would
serious.
cause such an outrage in the
You
international
think it'd be an
community.
outrage? People seem scared of them. They're taking over England, Ireland, Germany. Why don't eradicate them? That's my thing. They're taking
Well,
over Europe.
What are you bringing back the Crusades? You want a holy
I
war?
mean,
I want one
listen,
A-bomb.
Steve.
You would be
Problem
dead then.
solved.
You're
Steve,
American.
I know this is hard for you.
I'm
I know
Italian.
this is hard for you to comprehend, but genocide is frowned upon in the world.
Genocide. Okay, all right. I mean, I hope it all works out.
It's just we this is a delicate situation.
It is very delicate.
There's no clear way on how to handle this. All I know is that the one country that has been attacking that region for the last 60 some odd years
Yes.
has had enough.
Yeah,
Okay,
Israel
and,
has.
And does this mean that it's going to end once they eradicate every Hamas terrorist?
but
No.
somebody else. Is
No,
gonna pop
there'll
up.
be another.
That's just reality.
There'll be another sultan of
Yeah.
the cross coming through. Another
Yeah.
group. There'll be
Yeah.
another terrorist.
Yeah.
Every 10 years, the Arabs and the Jews have to fight.
They
That's
have
it.
to.
That's it.
It's just common law.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. And that is why, if the Arabs lay down their weapons, there will be peace.
And they will never.
And the Jews lay down their weapons.
They
the
could have
Jews will
had.
be
They
dead.
could have had. They've several times there were things on the table and they turn it
That's
down.
right.
They
They don't want it.
always turn it down.
Yep.
So
because-
Tyler, yeah,
It's about power and control, and they want to wipe
yeah.
Israel off the map. That's what their
They do.
sole goal
Yeah.
is.
That's my point. They would do it to Israel if
Of
Hamas
course.
had nukes. They would bomb Israel.
Of course
So
they
let-
could.
So let's bomb Hamas in Palestine.
But see,
I know they don't have
Israel. Israel has a border, a confined area,
Yeah.
and has all its citizens all together, along with military that you want to bomb.
No, I don't.
The Arab world has people that are just
They're
trying to
scattered,
get. They're
I
trying to
know.
get some bread for lunch.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, but
And you can't do that. What you need to do is you need to somehow take control. You need to change minds in the right way. you
so
need to-
are you talking about like restorative justice, like educate these people?
You can't. Here's the problem in
It's
that
they're
part of the world.
indoctrinated.
In that part of the world, vengeance is everything.
Yes, an eye for an eye.
Okay, right. And so what's
That's what it says
happening
in
is
the
right
Quran.
now, this act on Gaza, okay, these deaths, these poor innocents, and the ones that are guilty, the ones that terror, these are all martyrs. They're going to be looked at as
They're
martyrs.
martyrs.
They're going to be looked at as martyrs.
Right.
And people are going to go now and claim vengeance on their relatives who have died. there.
I
And they're
claim
going to
vengeance
try.
on you.
They're going to try to shoot an Israeli. They're going to try to
Yeah.
blow up a truck. A train.
So it's going to backfire.
it's gonna, you create another generation of terrorists. with this.
Okay.
That's all.
All right, forget it. Tyler, just the last word here. Your just overall thoughts on the UN Day and the battles that went on, the arguments, the fighting. Was anything actually solved? Do you see things moving in the right direction? What are your sources telling you?
I mean, I think it's a good thing that Trump basically
Yeah,
declared that this is our position.
Yeah.
And he called for basically some common sense
he
in the
did.
whole community. But was anything solved? No. I
No.
think that the European powers are going to continue to be apologists
It's weak and
for
yeah.
the policies, and by extension, the law breaking imported Islamic populations in their countries.
Hamas.
And
Yeah.
at this point, not even Hamas, just fundamentalist
Right.
Sharia
Islamic
law,
fundamentalists. yeah.
Islamic law is
I
going
can't
to
believe
continue
Sharia law.
infiltrate law is going to continue to infiltrate Europe until certain measures are taken. I think that was kind of the message that President Trump was putting out there.
Yeah.
And unless some of these governments actually change,
Step up.
nothing's going to change. And by extension, until some sort of resolution is reached between Hamas and Israel. I'm not going to say Palestine because
Yeah, because
it's
they
not
don't
the
really
Palestinian
count.
government.
Yeah.
It's the Hamas leadership.
Yeah.
And listen, we haven't seen a peace on that end in over 100 years. So I
Yeah.
don't see it coming
Yeah, ain't
anytime
coming.
soon.
Yeah. Dave, I'm just going to give you the last word. I mean, do you see any possibility of a resolution between Israel, Hamas / Palestine?
The only resolution is if you get Hamas out, and then there's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
For-
why they
for
should
a
drop the
discussion.
nuke
You
on them.
have to get Hamas out, and then you have to get leadership in there that's interested in.
Peace
Um,
and
Listen, it's never happened. Every single time with every Palestinian leader, when it's been offered, even when the two-state solution was offered,
that's
it's
true.
turned down. The only solution that they want is
They want world domination. They're
no,
like
they
risk.
they want Israel out. That's
Yeah. Oh, that too. Yeah, they hate Israelis. Yes.
you have to think about the biggest picture from and I hate
And I'm trying to. I'm an Arab, so
I
I'm
hate
trying
pick
to.
on I hate picking on Islam, the religion, but it's because there's a
Well-
lot of great people that are Islamic people, but
Sometimes, yeah.
the far radical parts of Islam are incredibly dangerous as a movement, and it rallies all of the people that are non-radical, and
Oh, wow.
and they take over. The only thing the religion states basically is that you must spread it and eradicate all other religions.
That
So,
is actual truth. That's like how it's written. Like Islam.
You're
has
an
to be spread.
infidel. You're an infidel.
If you're not Islamic and you must
If
be
you don't
eradicated.
convert, you're an infidel. So
That's crazy.
the bottom line is Israel is just an example
Right.
because there's all Islamic countries around them.
It could be Catholicism. It
But
could be
if
anything
you
else,
take
yeah.
what's going on in Europe, let one of these countries become predominantly Islamic, and you'll see what happens. Let any country, if somehow Germany or
Yeah.
because the amount of children Islamic families are having is
Yeah,
much
they explode. Yeah.
than ever. So let's say one of them take over Germany or they out dominate the population. You'll have a lot more than Sharia law. You'll have all-out war in Europe.
Jesus. Wow.
You 100% will have all-out war in Europe because they will not be tolerant of the rest of Europe being non-Islamic. Now, yes,
Islamic.
you have countries that are the ones that have a ton of oil, you know, that are more willing to work with the rest of the world, but they still house these terrorists. The terrorist states serve a purpose for the non-terrorist state.
Just my question would be the last question.
And Frank, do you agree with that? So even though there's non-terrorist states within the Middle East that do regular business,
Yeah, like Jordan.
they harbor some of their leaders because it serves a purpose. It keeps everybody in check for them.
11 of the 14 9/11 terrorists were Saudi Arabians.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, they were.
Uh,
And they were protected.
the part of the world for years has been known to be two-faced.
Very.
They will tell you they are your friends to your face, and then
And
behind your back they are plotting your execution.
Shove it up your ass.
They live by a different law. They live by a different set of rules. Money is a big part of their rule. Religion is a big
Money
part of their
is?
yes, money. Right. Listen, why do you think Saudi Arabia calls
the oil,
shots?
the oil.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, the oil.
It's incredible
I'm
power
trying
that
to
they
look.
have. So yeah, I think without a doubt. Listen, if Israel was about to collapse, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Syria, they would all cheer.
Yeah.
Just like
Really?
the Palestinians cheered when the Twin Towers came down in 9/11.
You're
Yes, because they're reaching their goal. Their goal is for
Well, I
total
don't think
world.
Syria's
The
goal.
goal is for total world domination.
That's
of
what I said.
Islamic rule.
That's what I said.
the
Sharia
goal.
law is total domination.
Sharia law is one thing, but total Islamic domination
Islamic
is
domination.
another. Right? It's another. So so I think that but if Israel's winning the fight, then Saudi Arabia and Qatar
Right.
and Oman and all this, they will come out and denounce the
Yes.
rogue Arab terrorist group that may be
they
causing all the
flip-flop,
problems
yes.
that Israel. So they're taking on both sides. They're the person that's there just waiting to see who comes out smelling like roses.
Yeah.
They're going to jump on that side,
Yeah.
and that's all they do. And it's been like that for a long time, and it's getting sickening.
That's why I just my last question, Dave. Is this close? Like, how many years, or is this close from happening where Islamic fundamentalists or Sharia law, it's spreading to England and Europe and throughout? Is
It's
this
already
close?
happening.
That's what I'm saying. Is it close to like taking total control in like the next 10 years if it's not stopped?
Yeah.
10 years, I would say,
Is it lesser than
20
less?
years, Europe is going to be a completely different state and place.
If it,
In 10 years, I don't know if it would have taken over, but in 20 years, possibly 10 years is definitely going to be completely different. I mean, you're going to have Islamic prime ministers
if people don't step up and fight this,
they're not going to step up. They're not.
so you're
gonna
saying
step
it's
up.
going to happen regardless.
To the left.
Nobody's going to step up.
Everybody in Europe is to the left,
Yeah.
far left.
Yeah.
They're
That's
they're
scary.
far left. It's not going to change. So, like, unless you, by the way, that picture's an interesting picture of me. I'm frozen in.
Yeah, you look good.
It looks like I'm just chuckling. It's not going to change. I mean, Europe. Listen, Ireland is worried about it. Italy has a problem. Italy,
England, yeah.
England is more diverse. They colonized India. They colonized
South
Jamaica.
Africa.
They colonize all over the world. They're gonna be more diverse. That's different. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it's happening there. But Ireland, which is originally only Irish people live there. Italy,
Potatoes.
overwhelming majority of people are Italian. Like it wasn't as multi. Now it's a completely different place. I mean, Greece.
The European landscape has been so liberal that they don't even understand. So, if you ask a European, hey, they don't understand how they're going to be overwhelmed.
Well,
they can't fathom it.
Republicans over there. What are they voting?
No, there is. There's
Oh, there are?
Conservative Party. There's a Working Party. There's Liberal Party.
Okay.
But bottom line, it's like asking a liberal, hey, you've been looking a little sick lately. Have you gone to a doctor? Oh, yeah, I got a fantastic doctor on that. Oh, great. Who's your doctor? Dr. Kevorkian.
Oh, so you go.
So I've basically gone to die. Right. Their thought process has allowed them to be so nice
That's awful.
and so caring that they're going to be dead.
They're going to be dead.
That's it. That's what's going to happen.
So it's a very bleak outlook. Okay. Well,
and you already have examples of it in Europe, in Eastern Europe. So
Right.
you already have examples like Albania, okay, where all the original Yugoslavian wars was, where the two countries split apart, and then it became you got Bosnia and
What about
Kosovo. These are
Kazakhstan.
countries. Do you think that you can be a Christian? And by the way, Albanians look white. Okay, it's not like it's not like they look like Arabs. Okay, they
They're
look
not
like
dark
European.
skin, right?
So with all this talk, Dave, does it sound like religion is a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, people are very
Religion?
passionate about it. I mean, they kill themselves for it.
I think that, well, I mean, throughout history, obviously, you've always had, whether it's a formal religion or informal, there's some ideology that drives somebody.
But it's influencing politics. That's my problem.
I mean, to me, Christianity, and I'm obviously biased, but like Christianity allows people to forgive and allows
it's
people
acceptance. Yes, you have to forgive.
but the it's also the thing that makes it difficult when you combat religions like Islam. It's probably also the same. It's very difficult because you're trying to be accepting, and it's
tough to
That's not
accept.
how it works on the other side. It's not how it works.
If
That's
there's
not how it
such a
works.
conflict, if there's such a conflict with religion, that's what bothers me. That's my trigger point.
I agree.
Is that the religion, they say how peaceful it is, and it's
Well, it's the
Christianity too.
separation
All
of
of them.
church and state.
The
That's
Christians
what
are
it's supposed to be.
right, and it'll never separate.
It's
And
supposed to be.
what they do is they're trying to convince you how good that their views are. But the problem is most of the radicals there have 60,000 different views
Well,
off of one book.
they changed their mind a lot.
It's not changed their mind. They just have such. They're using their own personal beliefs to
Right.
interpret what they're reading
Yes,
off of
it's
what a
very
off
subjective.
of what a religious leader or a religious deity
Right.
has put out there to have people follow.
It's a deity.
The God.
Oh.
So my thing is that I have a very difficult time with the religious
Yeah, Frank's agnostic.
angle. I'm not agnostic.
Well,
I
you
believe
don't
in a
go to
higher
church.
power. No. But I just have a hard time working that angle because that angle always seems to come back to
Oh,
violence.
not
Well,
with
a
God.
good
God loves
example
it.
on the Christian side, a good example
don't
would
do
be
that.
when the Mormons taking over Utah.
Well, they're fundamentalists, and they have multiple wives.
Well, I'm saying that's it's a form of
Warren
Christianity.
Jeffs, yeah,
The
he was
Mormons
banging
took
like
over
17.
Utah. They a lot of it was people don't realize it, but a lot of it was bloodshed. They took out different
Really?
groups. Yeah,
The Mormons did? Of
they
course.
took out the Utes, which is the Indians that were
Yeah,
there.
natives.
And then any Christian that opposed the Mormon style or
They took-
questioned it was taken out.
Yeah.
Why it's overwhelmingly
I didn't know that.
You remember that?
Mormon in
Two
Utah.
Utes. The two youths.
No, I just thought Mormons had multiple wives. That's all.
No. Any group that's another thing. This what bothers me
Okay,
too
you-
about.
you-
I know. I'm
What?
going on in
What?
colleges, but this whole thing about colonizers. You're all colonizers. Everybody got colonized.
Well, that's how the world.
Everybody
is.
throughout history got
Yeah,
colonized.
that's how we have
Everybody.
That's what,
World is
everybody. There's not one. It isn't just white people marching
No,
through
no.
through the
The
territories
whole
being
world
the
is
colonizers.
colonized.
Everybody got colonized.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
The Chinese controlled the Mongolians. That's why Genghis Khan and his
Exactly.
crew was so
And
angry.
Joan of Arc too. She was great.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Genghis Khan took over China. Part of his rampage was because as a child, the Chinese were tortured his family.
They did to Genghis Khan. What were they
Genghis
thinking?
Genghis Khan, the Mongolians were controlled by China.
Well, yeah, but why would they torture his family?
The Chinese, when they were in power, killed everybody.
That's what they
And the
do. That's what
Mongolians
they
came
do,
over
everyone.
Oh, my
Genghis Khan
God.
took it to a whole nother level.
What do you think? The Mongolians were like, hey, the Chinese are coming in to take over. Let's just, we'll be friends.
Well,
No,
the
the war,
Pilgrims
the
and
death.
the Indians were friends.
No, they weren't.
yeah,
no,
they
they
had
weren't.
the Thanksgiving.
That's bullshit. Yeah, they had the Thanksgiving. The Pilgrims whacked them the month after. You understand? It's colonization.
All right. Okay.
Only the biggest and the meanest make the rules.
That's it. Okay, then drop the atomic bomb.
That's it. And if that's what you want to
That'd
do,
be
go
the
right
biggest
ahead.
and the meanest.
If that's in your heart and you feel that's what needs to be done, go right ahead.
I'm gonna be like
I think
I'm
I think
Oppenheimer.
what America has done differently is that we
We're
created
too
a
accepting.
government that is accepting of all
Yes.
different religions, no
We
matter
gotta be
whether it's,
Oppenheimer.
Right.
which is unique to the world. Okay.
Right.
Separation of church and state.
Very good.
Okay.
That's a great point. You're right.
Yeah, that's the
it's-
difference.
It's unique to the world. The rest of the world, or the majority of it, maybe there's a couple places
They
that
let
are.
religion dictate government.
No, I don't know that every place lets religion dictate
Oh.
government.
Oh,
They allow the biggest, strongest, and the meanest to control the country.
That's right.
Whereas the United
Right.
States tries to do it through a true democracy.
Right.
that's why
And
Biden would never
and
been
we've
elected.
done that all in 250 years, Dave.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
taken Europe 4,000
Yeah.
years just to figure it out, and they're still getting it wrong.
Yeah.
They're getting it wrong. Trump is not wrong in his statement today in the United Nations.
No, I was glad he told.
They
him.
are weak.
Yeah.
They are confused.
Drop
They are
the
going
A-bomb.
bankrupt, and they have an immigration problem.
Oppenheimer's
All these
gotta have a
things,
cousin.
all these things are detrimental to the European.
Union.
Way of life.
Not
Amazingly, a country like Mexico if they
Yeah.
didn't have such a huge issue with the drug trade,
Well,
be
yeah.
government-wise would be more similar to the
Canada,
United
too.
States.
Right.
Yeah.
They're actually more similar than the vast majority of the world. People don't
Yep.
really realize it because the drug trade and immigration issues.
Illegals. Yeah.
But
And corruption.
relative to most of the
Yeah. A lot of
world,
the cartels. Yeah.
relative to most of the world, like this would be, their government is set up for a possible success. It's just that the drug trade controls the country because there's so much money in it,
Yeah.
and
No,
it
yeah,
doesn't
there's-
allow it to get to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
But-
It's tax free.
Wrap it up.
I'm trying to wrap
but
it.
I know I keep going too. It's my fault.
So Tyler, you got to stay safe
Do my best.
down there. Just talk to your sources, see what else you find out.
Oh, I have a whole bunch of stuff next week.
Yeah. So I mean, I still think if Israel and Hamas is a problem, we should drop the A-bomb, just end it all.
That's
But Coach Schumann, I will talk with you tomorrow. We have a Bloodlines and Betrayal. I am going to try to. Oh, you don't want to. I'll
Yeah,
try
no,
to find.
I like Bloodlines and Betrayals, but
I do. The last one was pretty good. You got to watch.
I didn't know what the hell you were talking about in the last one.
I know you didn't, but once I told you the story, you did.
What?
You didn't. You weren't paying attention. Okay. Just
You gotta
watch
give me a historical one,
Yeah, we'll do something historical. Maybe we'll do JFK. We'll do something.
No, that's
No?
that's
What about Reagan? You want to do Reagan?
no?
No. Okay. What about John Lennon? No.
That's kind of intriguing. Yeah,
I mean, I've always been, the guy got off, so John Lennon's person, or no, Reagan's guy did. I believe he got released.
Yep.
But, yeah. So we'll come up with something historic. I'll do my research. I'll come up with something good. Just like the Chappaquiddick one, that was great.
Chappaquiddick was a great one.
All right. So we have to wrap this up. Everyone's getting angry and frustrated. Tyler, boy, you get a gold star for the night. You were on fire with the MMA report, and all your sources. It's just amazing that you've been able to infiltrate the UN and get around and get people in the back seat of your car and get this intel that nobody else has. So
Obviously.
yeah. So Tyler King, I mean, he's
What kind of intel was he getting?
he's getting great. He's getting great
in his
intel.
backseat.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
no, not blowjob.
Oh.
He gets blowjobs from women, but he knew the France president is trans, so that's
No.
really-
Well, no.
President's not trans. His wife.
His wife is trans.
yeah, but I don't know if they had the surgery, so I mean that's really weird. I mean that he could be going to the Reach Around Lounge,
Right.
You never know.
No, that's all. That's
You
all
know,
you.
Reach Around Lounge.
That's all you.
No.
You've been so busy these past 4 weeks
Yeah,
that I haven't
know,
even come up with a new.
I
I haven't
know.
seen your new appearance yet.
Well,
so I'm
I
gonna
don't
wait
think
till next
I
week.
don't think I need to go.
I'm gonna wait till next
I
week.
got plenty of places.
The
to
Reach
go.
Around
I can't-
Lounge.
I can't believe Tyler lived a mile from Meth Mile. That scares me.
Yeah.
All right. So for Coach Schumann, the voice of reason here, our senior political correspondent, Tyler King, on the ground in New York City. He's been doing some great investigative news reporting with the UN members from several countries and giving us some outstanding intel. Tyler, MVP of the night for you. I'm Steve Cully, the worst podcast host in the universe. Remember, life gives you lemons. Don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges and you can shove them up the president of France at.